on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
I do think that works. I think my seat is higher than yours.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you put my seat down?
I did not.
You did too.
I didn't touch anything. It was Quasi.
Quasi, I'm not going to say you're fired. I don't want to be a, yes.
Because he made your chair lower.
Very confusing. Yes. This is not The Apprentice.
This is not The Apprentice, no.
So warm welcome on this Mastery Monday to the Heart of Influence. And we're exploring the superpower of influence. Do you know, on December 16th of 1773, a whole bunch of people dumped crates of British tea into the harbor, and those people lit the fuse that ignited the world. And what we're here to talk about, because we just came out of Boston this beautiful weekend, is the superpower of compound influence with integrity. It is so misunderstood. That's what the show is all about. More to come. Belvria, who's here?
Sean, we have some extraordinary people, of course, growth-minded, heart-centered individuals for the Heart of Supplier Diversity, Heart of Influence with the Dr. Kirk Adams. And first, from the great nation of Texas, Houston, Texas, leads community engagement for digital accessibility platforms, amplifying voices for those with disabilities to inform inclusive design practices, spanning roles in accessibility, advocacy, communication, and project management. A deep commitment to digital inclusion, dedicated to fostering community through art and education, taught and mentored individuals with various creative disciplines. Let's welcome to the show, Jillian Fortin.
Jillian, warm welcome from the great nation of Texas, for sure. And Plato, Jillian, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So Jillian, we kicked this game off on Dr. Kirk Adams' Heart of Influence with a fun fact. Now, Jillian, everybody's counting on you. You're like the first person throwing the tea in the harbor, right? So it's a headline, like there's a way to do it, not a story. And Bella Verita, she packs a gong, like Chuck Barris from The Gong Show. If we go into story mode, she goes boom for the gong. So it's a headline fun fact, could be an adventurous moment, proud moment, shocking moment, surprising moment. For example, like I'm Bella Verita and I threw tea into the British harbor just this weekend. Could sound like that. So please, Jillian, what is your headline fun fact that would make us say, Jillian?
No way!
Yes.
Yeah, no, going first is a lot of pressure. And Bella did tell us right before we went live to keep it to 10 words. So with that, I'm a chicken tender who writes Broadway musicals for fun.
Just
10
teach
words.
you the words.
That is so.
10
Did you
words.
say a chicken tender though?
Yes. Now we're
I'm a
see,
chicken tender. I know,
Now-
but Bella said no stories.
Yes, but now
Yes.
this is exactly what we're talking about and how influence gets unlocked because we create curiosity. Now, where people go over, we have 8,000 people in the show. We teach us the highest level in the world. In fact, AI has said that we are the #1 trainers in influence on the planet, putting Harvard Negotiating School number 10 on certain ChatGPT lists. So that's just a fun fact, right? So what happens when we go into a long story mode is people glaze over like, oh my God. But when you say what you just said, Jillian, people are like, wow, they're curious. Like, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
So please, Jillian, give us another beautiful headline about why are you a chicken tender?
Well, I'm not the kind that you would buy at Chick-fil-A or McDonald's, first of all. But a few years ago, my husband and I moved to the Houston area to take care of family. And we decided that we'd buy a couple of acres and, try our hand out at raising chickens. So we
raising Sean is kind of like raising a chicken, Julian.
Yes.
So I totally get you.
So Jillian, you got it. So you're raising chickens. You write these beautiful things. You are impressive. Thank you for leading us off because Jillian,
my pleasure.
yeah, there is a contagion of when people go first and tell a story. Everybody tells a story and it makes everything go crazy long. So we've learned that long ago as we've done 2,000 episodes of the show. So Jillian, thank you. Warm welcome, Dr. Kirk Adams, Heart of Influence. And thank you for being so masterful in your listening and execution. And it was funny and it was disruptive and curiosity creating. You're amazing. Who's next?
You are amazing. And next up from Arlington Heights, Illinois, founder of a media company and host of a podcast helping entrepreneurs and change makers share their stories through publishing and speaking. Co-founded a growing annual event bringing together authors, podcasters, and visionaries to collaborate, grow, and inspire. With a background in law and life coaching, supports high-profile clients, including presidential appointees and TV personalities. Let's welcome to the show, Julian Logan.
Julie, warm welcome to Dr. Kirk Adams' Heart of Influence. And please, Julie, your headline fun fact.
My fun fact, and I'm going to keep it in line with this patriotic theme that we have, being that I believe you're in Boston. I have created 3 relationships with presidential administrations, like close relationships with 3 presidential administrations, presidents.
Wow.
And they're both Democrat and Republican. So
oh, look at that, Julie. That is inspirational. That is tremendous. Did you have the nuclear codes, Julie?
I may, and one of my clients was a national security advisor to the president, so
Look at
I can
this.
come up right now.
that.
Yep.
Julie's going to press the button. Julie, warm welcome to Dr. Kirk.
Be careful.
Yes, we'll be careful. I like this J squared.
I like
Jillian
this
and Julie. Let's go.
Julie. Next up from New York, decades guiding leaders and organizations with clarity, structure, and actionable insight to complex challenges. Through the power of empathy, authenticity, and human connection drives meaningful impact in business and beyond. Founder of a consulting firm partnering with clients to align purpose with performance, building cultures where people thrive and follow. Results follow. Let's welcome to the show, Mike Santini.
Everybody, happy to be here.
Mike, warm welcome to Dr. Kirk Adams' Heart of Influence. And please, Mike, your fun fact.
My fun fact is I'm retired now, but for about 12 years, I was a battle rapper. So, yeah.
Wow. What is a headline of what a battle rapper is, please, Mike?
You go head to head with
and
an
Eight Mile?
opponent. Yep, exactly. Go head to head with an opponent, and whoever comes up with more clever lines and delivery wins the battle. So a lot of back and forth, a lot of improvisation. Yeah.
We should have a wrap off.
Let's have a wrap off.
Let's have a wrap off.
Right.
But neither one of us can rap, so we're having an issue already.
But so Mike, do you know that this rap guy, oh my God, who's the one that we met at Zenith? He's YouTube sensation. I don't know if I'd say he's a battle rapper, but he like unbelievable. Let's look that up and see how that is during the show. Because I think Mike would be intrigued by this. This ringing any bells, Mike? Somebody who is like on the hottest scene of like YouTube, as somebody could take any integration. He's working with massive people.
Harry Mack?
Who is it?
Harry Mack?
Yes, Harry Mack. I had the privilege of getting to meet him and interact in a very intimate group. He was incredible. What are your thoughts on Harry Mack?
Very good. I mean, that true test of a rapper is their freestyling ability, and he definitely has an incredible talent for freestyling.
Yeah, very good.
Shit, well, since neither one of us could get a line out, I don't think either one of us are going to be a battle rapper anytime soon.
No, but we could say like
Never
Mike
know.
And Harry Mack. Let's go.
Let's go.
Mike, warm welcome. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Next up from Dallas, Texas, leading and empowering others since 2017, creating spaces where individuals and communities feel seen, heard, and valued. Founder of a foundation championing causes that uplift undeserved populations and the visually impaired space. Focus on equity, healing, and long-term impact, building meaningful relationships, turning vision into action. Let's welcome to the show, Laurel Wheeler.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
So, Dr. Kirk Adams, Heart of Influence. Please, your headline for Top Laurel.
My headline is that I chased a golden eagle while paragliding in Zermatt, Switzerland.
No way. You guys
did.
are doing fantastic. That is utterly unbelievable. And what you're paragliding off like the little Matterhorn? Like where were you in Zermatt?
It was, I don't remember exactly which mountain, but we were facing the big Matterhorn. I was in a tandem rig. So, because obviously blind person solo paragliding, maybe not so much, and we got within about 40 or 50 feet of a golden eagle and chased it. So
that is so unbelievable. Well,
it was very cool.
Thank you for being an inspiration, chasing eagles through the Swiss Alps, Bellerita. I chased Bellerita through the Austrian Alps.
That's true.
Let's go.
That is true. Let's go to Ontario, Canada. 25 years blends compassion with creativity, expanding inclusive opportunities as biz dev manager and accessible tech company, board president of a foundation, ensuring blind and visually impaired communities have the tools they need to thrive, advocate for equity and empowerment, committed to systemic change. Let's welcome to the show, Dawn Campbell.
Hello.
Dawn, warm welcome. Oh, Dawn?
Dawn,
warm welcome to Kirk Adams, Heart of Influence. And please, Dawn, your headline fun fact.
My headline fun fact is that my friends call me quite bionic because I have a metal hip and a metal ankle.
Whoa. So is that like a metal detector dynamic that goes on there, Dawn?
I have gone through I do usually get the detectors going off especially when going through the airport. I have to do the hand sweep a lot.
Well, that's amazing because when Bella goes through all metal detectors, they flash off. I think just her energy fills the space. Is that true, Bella?
that is very true.
Yes. So Dawn, thank you for that. And Dawn, are you ready to have just a little bit of fun on Dr. Kirk
I am. I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you so much.
Thrilled to have you, Dawn. Come on, Bella.
Thrilled to have you, Dawn and team. Next up, I'm going to Miss Jessica Powers, who sent me her bio via text. So we'll go Jessica Powers, coming from upstate New York, helps legacy-driven leaders amplify impact and influence through curated relationship strategies, joint ventures, and referral partnerships while fostering business development opportunities, champions accessibility, inclusion, and DEI initiatives, blending strategic partnership with advocacy, social impact, and sustainability efforts. Let's welcome to the show, Jessica Powers. I am multitasking.
Yes.
I am multitasking.
Jessica, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, and please, your headline fun fact.
Thank you, Sean. Good to be back, everyone. All right, brace yourselves. My fun fact is I used to collect rocks and name them.
And what them?
Name them.
And name them. What is your favorite rock ever named?
Arnold.
Arnold.
Arnold the Rock.
Arnold the Rock.
Let's go.
Let's
Warm
go.
welcome. God bless Arnold the Rock. And is Arnold still alive?
He is. I've had him since like
Arnold lives on.
I think I'm gonna get you some rocks for Christmas this year.
I would love that. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I've
Jessica.
had him since middle school. His name is Arnold. And I
Well,
actually thought you were gonna ask me like what my favorite location was. So I was thrown off, but the name is a good place to start too. I have rocks from like China and Haiti. I just tell folks whenever they travel to bring a rock back for me.
Do you have one from Finland? If you don't, I'll bring you one.
Oh my God, I love that. Not yet.
Okay.
Let's have a rock party.
Let's have a rock party.
Yes, rock party coming up, Jessica. Warm welcome.
Thank you, warm welcome, Jessica. And next we are going to Portugal. We are reimagining gaming for the blind and visually impaired, designing experiences driven by haptics. I'm not sure if I say that correctly. Audio and braille-inspired mechanics. Games built to be accessible at their core, yet fun and engaging for all players. Crafting sound-driven worlds before Hershey. We launched BRRT Gaming Audio, a Lisbon-based studio specializing in expressive narrative-rich sound designs for mobile games. The foundation in storytelling for sound powers everything they build. Independence, exclusivity, growing fully and self-funded, developing titles like Taco King. We're actively seeking grants and donations and investment to expand, creating inclusive games that open to new worlds of all types of players. Let's welcome to the show, Roy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name, Roy, but welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Let's welcome Roy to the show. So,
To the
Roy,
show, yes.
how do you pronounce your last name, Roy, please?
It's Rabinovici.
Rabinovici.
Excellent.
Yeah, almost
how about we
Italian,
call-
but no.
Can we call you R squared? How's that sound? No, Roy,
R
that's
squared is perfect, yeah.
warm welcome.
So
brother. And-
my fun fact is going to be I'm a musician, and in one of my tours, I shared a tent with Fatboy Slim.
Oh, that is
Yeah, that was fun.
outstanding.
Among others, but he was the most memorable.
Yes, Fat Boy Slim.
Fat Boy Slim. Do you know who Fat Boy Slim is?
Yes, one of your rapper people.
Because I don't actually know who it is. So if you know who it is and I don't know who it is, I was going to be a little embarrassed. But my level 5 listening tells me you don't know either.
My name is Fat
No, the
Boy
song
Slim.
right
I
here,
don't go
right
enough
now,
to the gym.
right here, right now. That's
I'm
okay.
freestyling, Mike.
He's freestyling.
I'm battling rap off with you. I just beat you.
You
Let's go.
did. You just totally beat me. Roy, are you ready to have some fun?
I am.
I think he's ready to have some fun. And you know who else is really ready to have some fun, Sean?
The one, the only.
The one, the only. From Seattle, Washington. 16 years as the president for the Lighthouse for the Blind. 8 other 6 as president for the American Foundation for the Blind. A PhD in leadership and change. The managing director of Innovative Impact LLC. Engaging in fun, innovative, high-impact projects dedicated to making the world a more inclusive and equitable place. Let's welcome to his show, Dr. Kirk Adams!
Dr. Kirk Adams, it is
Yes.
wonderful to be with the growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous master that you are on your Heart of Influence. And please, Dr. Kirk Adams, your fun fact, sir.
First of all, Jessica is a return person, and she's returning because she consistently keeps bringing people to my Heart of Influence. So thank you, Jessica, for introducing me to Julie Locken, who's on the call, who has a fabulous project in the works. My fun fact, biggest holiday in my family, opening day of fishing season, took my grandson, 3 years old. I was so excited to take him out fishing for the first time. And after 10 minutes, he said, "Grandpa, I am not a fan of fishing." So,
Yes. If one is seeking a higher speed of action, fishing may not be the way. Is that correct? Grandpa,
he's ready for action.
He's ready
and
for
do you go by
action.
Grandpa Kirk, Grandpa
I'm
Adams?
Grandpa Kirk.
Okay.
I certainly am, and I'm married to Grandma Roz. And Grandpa Kirk takes a distant second fiddle to Grandma Roz, I'll tell you that.
No more fishing, maybe surfing. Let's go do it now. Yeah, Dr.
Exactly.
Kirk, amazing. Shall we do the thing, sir? All right. So the woman seated to my right began her career in impact and integrous compound influence as an 8-year-old selling crafts on her front lawn. You want to talk about compound influence? She then progressed to being a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing as a teenager. Come on now. She's rolling the red hair flying, convertibles, houses, all kinds of things. 24, 25, and 26 years old. This woman progresses to being Nevada's #1 business broker. Yeah, it's a male-dominated industry. First woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker. And take this, dudes. She was the youngest person, male or female, ever to do it. Yeah, she's 3-peats like Jordan, but not in hoops, instead in business brokerage. And then she begins to train entrepreneurs and Fortune 500 companies. In fact, in 2019, did I say every Bella Rita? Every salesperson she worked with doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer, in the most extreme of conditions. Maybe she learned it from a blind man, maybe from YouTube. My sense is it's 52% YouTube today, 48% blind man. My level 5 listening is always dialed in. Who needs homes? I don't. And then this incredible woman, miraculous, 2-time author, published author, and about to be a 3rd. And she's also raised 8 figures for charity in the past couple of years to the Unblinded team. And in 2023, she publicly battled and defeated cancer. Who is this? The one, the only heart of influence, bringing that heart to Dr. Kirk Adams' show in her 1700th plus episode. The one, the only heart of influence, Bella Rita. I always like you, even when you like me less.
I like you all the time too.
Yes.
But since we've got so many like diversity and inclusion folks here today, I don't know if my fun fact is going to get me on the plus side or the minus side. But the truth of the matter is I always try to beat this blind guy in like carnival games and air hockey and basketball. And I take no mercy on the blind guy. And somehow I still lose. I cannot beat the blind guy at air hockey. And I think as a visually, a person with vision should really be able to kick the butt of a person without vision. But it does not work out for me. So my fun fact is I still get beat by a blind guy.
Yes.
And I take no mercy.
That is very true. And she takes no mercy. And when she wins, she puts it in my face. I'm like, listen, I'm blind. You're supposed to win.
Yeah, that's true.
No, awesome. Who is going first?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Before we just like jump into like who's going first, who the heck are you? Because I'm letting you sit here next to me. So I think I should introduce you, since he is the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million for refugees in the Ukraine. Let's welcome my co-host, Sean Callagy.
Thank you for being here. And I'm going to go with this is my fun fact for today. Yes, I'm a blind man that has taught sighted people, including Miss Bella Rita, to ski, surf, and scuba dive in the most extreme of conditions. By the way, she is the most masterful student ever. I'm going to say that for skiing, surfing, scuba diving outside the Callagy children. Truth of what you've done.
I thought you were going to say in general, and I was going to have Michael clip that and say that you said on TV that I was trainable. And I already forgot the words that you used, but whatever they are, I got it recorded.
Yes, you got that recorded. So, and then, but I'm going to go with this. I had the blessing and privilege this weekend. We are in New Jersey at our headquarters, but this weekend we were in Boston speaking to brain surgeons at the American Association of Neurosurgeons. And I had the privilege of us having at our speaking engagement in front of a couple hundred brain surgeons and associated professionals with Mike Aruzioni, the captain of the Miracle on Ice team. And Mike was there for our event as a part of something that we invited Mike to. And it was one of the most magical experiences of my entire life. And as Bella Rita, I think, said, one moment of our acknowledgement as he was watching the miracle scene where he scored the goal in the movie Bella saw tears welling up in Mr. Eruzioni's eyes. Yes?
Yes, 100%.
So we brought Mike Eruzioni to tears. That is my fun fact for today, Bella.
That is a beautiful fun fact. Now we can get started. I think we'll get started with Julian.
Julie, right?
Julian. So we had Julian and then we had Julie.
Okay, so Julian, is that
So
correct?
Julian.
Am I saying it right?
She's the chicken.
Is
the
it
chicken
Julian or
tender.
Jillian?
I'm not a chicken, but it's Jillian.
Jillian. Okay.
Jillian.
Jillian, yes.
So Jillian, thank you so much for that. And
Of course.
tender.
I am.
I love chicken tenders.
Yes,
The best chicken tenders in Boston. Sorry for a different thing. Yes. So, Julian, who would you like Bella to be? We're going from hello to yes. And this is about, could be any type of yes. It could be an ecosystem merging yes, like strategic partnership. She could be a client. She could be a philanthropic fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like an Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett. She could even be herself. Anybody, Jillian, that would make sense for you to go hello to yes with. It doesn't have to be a final yes. It doesn't have to be a sale of something. It could just be a yes for a longer conversation. So, Jillian, please, who would you like Bella to be?
So I'd actually love if you would be Sean, Bella.
Oh, I make a really good Sean.
She's a better Sean than me.
Hello, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean, it is. I just want to start off and say it is so fantastic to meet you. I've heard great things, and I really appreciate being on the show today. One thing that I want to just say to you, Sean, is that I've followed your work, and you're not just about breaking barriers for people. You're lifting other people up too, and I really appreciate that about your work. Wouldn't you? Yeah, of course. Wouldn't you agree that it's important for anyone who has a platform to use their platform for good?
Yes, I would definitely agree with that.
Awesome. Well, one of the things that I wanted to chat with you about is about the organization that I currently work with. We're a software platform that connects people with disabilities with enterprise companies for user testing. And in my role specifically, I create opportunities for people with disabilities to help make the world a more inclusive place for people of all abilities. Wouldn't you agree that that's an important mission, that everyone should be able to use the internet regardless of their access needs?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I feel that way too. And I feel like, over the past 10 years, a lot of folks in the technology industry have tried to find a path forward. But the important thing, and I think you might agree, let me know, Sean, is that real change isn't going to happen unless we first talk to the people we intend to serve. There's a phrase in disability advocacy that goes, "Nothing about us without us." Have you heard about that phrase, Sean?
I have not heard that. That's new. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that has guided my work since I've been in the accessibility space for since 2010. And Sean, I know how expansive your network is, and I'd love if you consider inviting a few folks in your network, maybe people who are blind, low vision, or others with lived experience, to reach out to me and sign up with Fable to be a tester, where they could get paid to share their opinions on enterprise apps and websites, and to make things
Well, I
easy for
love
you.
to get paid to share my opinion. So I will definitely would definitely love to have a longer conversation, because I got lots of opinions to share.
Wonderful.
Opinions to share.
I've actually made it easy for
No, Julie,
Yeah.
an outstanding job for sure.
Great.
Well done.
Thanks.
Extremely well done. And we'll get to the feedbackers in a moment. Who's following up Jillian?
Following up Julian, Roy, since your partner's not here, I think we're going to voluntold and you get to jump into that participant seat. Welcome.
Let's go.
That's
All right. I'd be happy
Roy.
to. Yeah.
So Roy, who would you like Bella to be?
So we are developing a new game which is basically only audio and no visuals or very minimal visuals because we're doing it as games you don't need to see for.
So who would you,
And
right, who would you like Bella to be? Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting there. Sorry. We're looking for the main character to be dubbed by Danny Trejo. I'm sure you are familiar with his work as an actor. Machete, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh my God.
And
So you want Bella to be him?
yeah, I would love him. I would love for Bella to be him. Yeah, if that's possible.
To be Danny. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Danny.
Hi, Danny. What a pleasure. It is an honor to speak with you. I'm calling you actually just to give you an offer about a new game that we're creating now, and we're really, really looking at you as the main character of the game. You fit perfectly into that character, and we would love to see if you're interested and to discuss more about this.
Sounds interesting. What kind of character, what is it that you're looking for, and what kind of deal are we looking at?
So basically, this is a larger than life taco chef with a very warm, enthusiastic demeanor. He's very proud of his craft and passionate about teaching it. I know that you as well also have a taco stand that you're very proud of, and it would really mean the world for us if we could try it out with you. It is basically what we are doing, we're doing completely accessible games for blind and non-blind people. So we're looking to share an experience of gaming with a big community that is quite socially isolated in the gaming community, and we're looking to make it to feel like a real game rather than just a story being told. And for this, we're looking into you as to being the main voice artist and the voice actor of this game, and to really bring all the character to life and to bring all the users into having a very, very fun and good experience with the game. And so you are our mainly the main reason we're doing this kind of game is because we had a big thought about you narrating and doing this character.
Well, thank you. I am honored to even be considered. And I am assuming you've thought about, you have some financial proposals and economic and how this all works. Is that correct?
Of course, this is obviously a paid job. We're not looking for any handouts, and we're very excited to work with you. And this is obviously a long-term game, so it's in development, and we are looking to get this into more very detailed script and to slowly build it up with you as well, and to have some creative input from your side as well, and to just bring this whole thing to life with your wonderful voice and acting.
Perfect. Well, Roy, I'm honored to be considered. Would love to sit down, at the presentation, look at the numbers, look at the time commitment, and see if it makes sense.
That would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Great job, Jillian. Great job, Roy. And now we get to the feedbackers. Feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is a time that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Jillian or Roy, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and maybe like a little scoring system as to what that next step is. Is that next step, maybe you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have a longer conversation with Roy or Jillian? I don't think either one of them were that bad. So maybe that next step is a little mocha chocolate latte at Starbucks. Maybe it's a dinner at the Capitol Grill, or it's a private jet, of course, picking up Dr. Kirk Adams and flying anywhere in the world with Jillian or Roy to have the longest meeting possible. So let's kick it off with Laurel. Laurel, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jillian, please?
Perfect. So I really liked your project, but a couple of things. Number one, as the linguist in me, whenever you're talking, you want to be careful with your voice inflections. So sometimes when you talk, your voice will come up at the end and it sounds like you're asking a question, but you really want to drop your voice a little bit and more make an assertive statement. But then secondly, you were really looking for testers for Fable. But I wonder if you could have maybe rephrased your question and your ask to get even more, because the commitment when Bella committed, she was like, oh yeah, I'll sign up, I'll do this. And I know you were asking her for network help, but there may have been other ways that she could partner with you too. So you don't want to cut the conversation off right then and there. But you did great.
Laurel,
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that feedback, Laurel. And Laurel, just, quick headline? Would you have a cup of coffee and follow up? Would you have a meal? Maybe something larger? Like what would the level of time you'd invest? Like coffee, meal?
So based off what she said, the conversation really ended when Bella offered to sign up and join and become a tester. But if I were her, I would seek out a meeting either virtually or a cup of coffee, something like that, where you can talk more in depth about what you're doing, what you're testing, and what your needs are. Not just for her to sign up to test, but for her to really push out your messaging and also maybe invest in other ways financially or resource wise.
All right, here we go, Laura. Got a little caffeine flowing, Bella Rita, and let's go.
Little caffeine is flowing. Let's go, Dawn. Dawn, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Roy, please?
Oh my goodness. That's a really hard act to follow, Laurel. So I was.
Oh my gosh, thanks. I mean, I'm a first timer. I was a little nervous.
I was really kind of yeah, Roy. Accessible gaming. Like again, yeah. I guess I guess my only feedback was I wasn't overly clear on what your why was.
On my my why.
What your why was. Like why?
So Roy, one headline. Yeah. What's your headline, Roy? If you had one headline.
The main headline would be the why of the game or the why of why Danny. That is just to be clear, Don.
No, like the why.
Like what? Like, I think we're hearing your why, Roy. Am I hearing that correctly, Dawn?
Yeah.
Okay. So the why would be the big gap and lack of accessible games that are in anywhere around the world, and I feel like gaming is one of the biggest entertainment models that exists today, and there's something that is very lacking for accessibility, because usually games are made and then kind of covered with accessibility in order to fit into some kind of criteria or notion. So I feel like mainly the point is to bring games that are really connecting and sharing an experience with both normal gamers who are looking for a new experience, and also visually impaired, as well as motion sickness, or anyone who's just kind of sick of the visual overload that we're constantly with our phones, but still.
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, I'd be a badass audio game player.
You definitely would.
I love it. Excellent job.
So it kind of like, again, it kind of makes me think, Roy, when I hear you, like, just everybody has the right to play.
Yeah, completely.
Gaming is like the biggest thing out there, and every kid, adult has the right to play.
Let's go get it. I love it. That is super fun, Dawn. Thank you, Belvaria.
Let's go to Mike. Mike, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Jillian?
Jillian, I would just kind of go in more on the nothing about us without us. I think it's one of the strongest mottos that we have as a community, and it really helps everybody to understand the importance of having subject matter experts and key stakeholders at the table. And I think from there, that's like your thing that connects us all through, especially if you're pitching to Sean. So I like that you brought it up, and I think you can just use that to kind of hit it home.
Very cool. Excellent job, Mike.
Hitting it home. Let's go, Julie. Julie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Roy, please?
Okay, I've been taking notes. So Roy, I love it. I love the idea of the state of the union for gamers, and you game the way you want to, whoever you are, wherever you are. And I think getting that clear call to action will grab us, that will bring us in gaming, no matter who, where, or why you game, and making that accessible idea known. Because I wasn't very clear. Now, I love the idea. The idea is amazing, but I think the call to action, and especially for people like us who have no idea what you're doing and we're coming in cold, that you can give us that clear call to action that you can game any way that you want. So, but amazing.
Thank you so much. That's really good advice.
Yeah, beautiful feedback.
Yeah, thank you for that, Julie. Let's go, Jessica, your 30 seconds of feedback for Jillian. Just unmute for us, Jessica.
Let's go, Jess. Let's go, Jess.
Yeah, Jessica, Julie, and Jillian.
Yes. And
JQ.
then why Jessica's looking for the unmute button. Let's go Dr. Kirk. Dr. Kirk, how about your 30 seconds of feedback?
Sorry about that.
Jessica's
here. Jessica's here.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm here. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Jillian, what I appreciated was how your tone and building rapport, and I'd encourage you to just build upon more rapport so that when you start to ask the questions, it doesn't tip someone off a little bit like a interrogation. So there's a way to not be as abrupt in the transition to your pitch, basically. But you did a great job with just acknowledgement and all the things for Bella / Sean, and the feedback that the others gave. I think you'll get it next time.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, Jessica.
Beautiful, beautiful feedback. Thank you for that, Jessica. And would be a cup of coffee, Jessica? Meal?
Oh,
something.
A cup of coffee.
Let's go. Some caffeine is flowing with Jessica, and please, Bella Rita, come on.
Let's go.
It's like tea, caffeine, like the weekend, right? Yeah.
I forgot to ask the last person that question about Roy, if it would be a cup of coffee or what. For him.
I mean, I would do like a full-on dinner and go dancing.
There you go.
Dinner and
dancing.
Wow.
Sorry to enter. I just noticed that you forgot to ask, and I was curious what that.
I'm
is.
hoping my husband isn't watching this,
what?
by the way.
No, it's for
And in
dinner.
Lisbon.
Oh boy, that's fascinating. So Laura, just for fun energy, I definitely did not forget. So not a problem. Thank you for the interjection. I actually do it pacing the show. And I'm doing readouts that we're on time, and I asked some and not others, but that's great. And I thank you for
gotcha. I was just really curious. Like I wanted to hear someone answer it for Roy.
Yes, well, very cool. Dinner and dancing with Roy.
Yes, Roy. Where is this, in Portugal or in Chicago?
Whose husband is not here, and what's happening? I want to know more about
My
that.
husband, he's not supposed to be hearing that. I'm going dancing into dinner with Roy.
Yes,
I think Lisbon has a better dancing.
Yeah. And speaking of Roy, let's go Dr. Kirk Adams. Let's go your 30 seconds of feedback for Roy. Maybe Dr. Kirk will have dinner and dancing with Roy.
I'm gonna go to dinner and dancing with Dr. Kirk too, by the way.
So Fat Boy Slim Sean, I want to praise you like I should. You know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just listening to him in the shower.
Thank
right
you,
before
Dr.
the
Kirk.
Yeah. The
We
Rockefeller skank Sean.
The Rockefeller
Dr. Kirk.
Did Dr.
That's
Kirk
it.
Adams just say the Rockefeller skank? Did that what just happened? We have jumped the shark. This is Fonzie in California, circa 1979, flying over the Great White.
Yes, this is hysterical.
So please, Dr.
Okay,
Kirk.
so Roy, I would have probably started with the blindness thing, because Danny probably gets lots of calls about lots of stuff, but I bet he doesn't get calls about making games that blind people can play. So I'd probably start with that. And I can't tell you how many hours I wasted standing around in the 7-Eleven while my sighted friends played Centipede. If I could have those hours back, that would be great. You opened listening when you said, I know you have your own taco stand because you have a taco game. And Danny said, oh, you did your research. So that opened up listening, which was great. And I would like to come to Portugal. I hear the wine is great. The seafood's great. I've never been, so I'll be over for dinner.
Let's go. Here's to Nazaré, Dr. Kirk.
Thank you, Dr. Kirk.
Nazaré, the wait. That was a very powerful visual and heart center, of standing watching Centipede. So yeah, and there's a lot of cool things, Dr. Kirk, and all that we're going to be doing in the audio dynamics as well. I wasn't thinking of an audio gaming, Roy. That super fun. Love what you're up to. But in our influence dynamics of the audio that we're about to rip into. So super fun and cool. Dr. Kirk Adams, just remember, that was going to make me the blind Heart of Influence skank or something, whatever you're about to do with her role plays. So over to you.
We'll work on that.
We'll work on that, Dr. Kirk. We'll work on that. I think that'll be the headline. Bella turns Sean into a skank on the Heart of Influence. So yes. So Dr. Kirk, as you know, and everyone, this is the time in the show that I get to put Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about. Jillian, Roy, you guys both had to step into the hot seat. I've been cooking up scenarios since the show started. Ultimately, Dr. Kirk, you get to choose what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can choose one of my scenarios, or you can scrap them, come up with something much harder on your own. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Yes.
All right. So option number one is I thought we could do a reverse role play and Sean could play Roy going from hello to yes with Danny Trejo, right? So that would be option number one, same scenario, reversed. Option number two, Dr. Kirk, is I thought Jillian would make a great speaking engagement for the National Federation of the Blind. And so Sean would go play Jillian going from hello to yes with the president of the National Federation for the Blind to have a speaking engagement to their community of tens of thousands of visually impaired individuals. So that is option number one, option number two. Yep. And then option number three, Dr. Kirk, is I thought we could go from hello to yes with Fat Boy Slim to make $100,000 donation and have a wrap off with Sean for Laurel's Foundation. So those are the three options that I have for you today, Dr. Kirk. Any of those tickle your fancy, or you think you can come up with something much harder?
I like number one. Let's go.
Like number
let's
one.
Go Danny Trejo. Let's go video gaming. Audio gaming. Right, did I say video game? Shame on me.
Audio game. There you go. And Dr. Kirk, who would you like to play Danny, please?
Let's have Julie lock and play Danny.
Julie, are you up for playing Danny?
Yes.
Yes. Take us in, Roy.
Yes? Wait, what do I have to do to exactly play Danny? Get me in the mindset because I'm ready.
You just get to play like the role of Danny that I played. Sean's going to play Roy. And the yes that you are seeking is for Danny to be the voice in your audio game that he's creating.
All right. What's his last name?
Got it.
Trejo.
Yeah. Hi, is Mr. Trejo available?
This is he.
Hey, Mr. Trejo, this is
Hi.
Roy. We have a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time for you?
Well, yep, I have 2.5 minutes now, so go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. And I will get you off on time for sure. But quick questions. I know how busy you are. I know that you know who you are, and I know who you are. So why did you accept this, Mr. Trejo, in the first place, this conversation, please?
I'm interested in hearing what your vision is. Tell me how I can make money and how it can benefit my community. And thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you. So when you say benefit your community, my understanding, and I've read your book, I've watched your videos, is that you're here to create income, impact, grow your ecosystem, make the world a greater place. Anything I'm missing?
Wow, that's amazing. You're 100% on.
Okay. And so from that place, can I share a couple quick things that may or may not resonate with you?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So what we're doing is creating a revolution, Mr. Trejo, a disruption. And there is, as Peter Goober would say, and as the father of the modern MBA programs would say, that we're looking for incongruities in the marketplace. And the marketplace has an incongruity. There's no video games for people that can't see.
Correct. Oh,
massive market. Yeah. And so that's what we're here to do, is to close that gap. Entertaining, fun, magical. Blind people like to have fun and play games as well. I was hearing a dear colleague, Dr. Kirk Adams, former president of the American Foundation for the Blind, and he said one of the most painful and difficult things of his life was watching his friends stand there, not watching, but experiencing his friends play Centipede as he stood there unable to play. There's 1 million people that can't play video games minimum in this country, and they want to have fun. They want to connect with people. So what I'm going to do in the world is make that happen. And what you do is have one of the coolest voices on the planet, and you're going to make a ton of money. You go, tell me more about that. I want a moment. And you're going to have a massive amount of impact doing good. You're going to do well by doing good if you're interested in Mr. Trejo. So I know we're at time. I know you're super busy. I'm simply proposing a 30-minute follow-up conversation. If any of this resonates with you, I will lay out a map, a blueprint of how you can make a tremendous amount of income revenue, perhaps, Mr. Trejo, more than you make in movies by doing this, and we'll show the impact and the good that it will do. So Mr. Trejo, final, anything else I can answer, or how would this resonate with you or not, to have a 30-minute follow-up conversation?
Thank you for the call. You had me at Dr. Kirk Adams. He's amazing. And the things I'm concerned with, the bottom line, is making money and making change. And you covered that. I'd love for you to send me over your pitch deck, and I will send it to my people, and they will schedule an appointment with me.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Trejo. I will follow up with them and get it set. Have a blessed day. And
Thank you.
really appreciate you. Thanks. Look forward to the future. Great.
It's going to be big.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. And roll, Julie, back to being Sean. How did I do as Roy talking to Mr. Danny Trejo? How did I do at that? You did a wonderful job as him. I love the sternness and all the feedback you provided today. But how did I do as Roy?
You did amazing. I don't know if I can answer. You did amazing. I know high level professionals like this, they don't have the time. It's hard to carve out a moment with them. And the fact that you did get that moment, you hit all the things. They want to know how to make money and how it's going to impact the world. And you did that, Sean. So that's just my feedback.
Thank you. Appreciate you very much. And how was your time today, Julie, on Dr. Kirk Adams' Heart of...
Oh my God, I love it. And I love Dr. Kirk. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I don't know if I'm changing the subject.
Oh, I can't.
He is so amazing. We're writing a book about Helen Keller's early life with the only child that lived with her. And Dr. Kirk, it's taken us under his wing, and it's amazing. So anything he asks me to do, I do it. So he's amazing.
There's a beautiful, generous, and feathery wing.
He is so cool.
Yes, it is have wings.
It's amazing. So thank you for that, Julie.
Thanks to Jessica for introducing us too. So she's amazing.
Awesome job, Jessica. Roy, really appreciate you. High congruence. Love what you're up to, sir. Great job on that participant seat. And how did I do as you? And how was your time today, Roy, on the Heart of Influence?
First of all, thank you so much. It was really eye-opening in the literal and unliteral sense of that, and it was just a very fun to hear you speak the way you did with Julie. And I think you really hit all the right, like, sorry, my English is not native as everyone else here, so I do have a bit of a harder time, but it really was like perfect in my opinion.
Don't worry about it, Roy. That is Sean's native language, and he still has a hard time.
Yeah, but I think the only thing I felt was maybe the intro felt a bit too apologetic about his time, and but the rest of the conversation was really perfect, and I really loved like how you introduced the idea and how you really made him understand that he's doing both good and money, and really it felt like he would be a fool to not be on board on such a project. So thank you for that.
Amazing. Thank you. And Roy, what's your first language?
Hebrew, German, Portuguese, a bunch.
Dude, I would never. I'm pretty good at this. Never would I have thought that English was not your first language, right, Bill?
Yeah.
Seriously, did you have that?
No.
Did you think that?
No.
Yeah, I mean it. I mean, I hear that easily, clearly, always. Extraordinary, Roy. Very,
Thank you
impressive.
very much. Thank you
That
so much.
makes even what you did exponentially. I mean, it was super impressive, and it's orders of magnitude beyond now. Thank you for that, Roy. Great job. Laurel, I love your congruence. I love your certainty. I love the sharpness of your listening. Congratulations on all of it. And how was your time today, Laurel, on Dr. Kirk Adams' Heart of Influence?
It was so much fun, and I really enjoyed not only getting to be here on the show, but also getting to meet all the great participants. And I can't wait to do it again. I hope I get invited back, and would look forward to appearing again.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Laurel. Did a beautiful, beautiful job. Jessica, thank you for bringing Julie into the space, for giving such outstanding feedback, for being a repeat participant, Bellarita, on the Heart of Influence. Jessica, how was your time today on the HOI?
And just unmute for us, Jessica.
Oh man, voiceover. It was great. It made me laugh. I loved the synergy and alignment, and the whole premise of the show is to inspire the influence that we all have to make the world a better place and sharpen our communication. So this is a great place to do it with fun energy. And of course, being partnered with Dr. Kirk, it's a joy to bring fun people to experience this together. Thank you for having me.
Magical. Thank you for that, for sure. Jessica. Bellarita.
Yes, Sean Callaghan. let's go to our participant who kicked us off, which is not always easy and did an incredible fun fact. Jillian, how was your time with us on Dr. Kirk's Heart of Influence?
Y'all, I just have to say I had such a blast. Thank you so much for having me. Thanks so much, Dr. Kirk, for the invitation. I'd love to come back in the future. And it was just, it was so wonderful to learn from you all. And, you know, I have some great tips to take back to work for me as I continue to build this community. So thank you so much.
Outstanding. Here's the chicken tenders.
Here's the chicken tenders. Maybe like the chicken tender can go with Fat Boy Slim in the Battle of the Rappers. But let's go, Mike. Mike, how was your time with us on Dr. Kirk's Heart of Influence?
Thank you so much, everybody, for having me. I enjoyed my time here today and was very excited to link up with a group of like-minded individuals who are all doing something to help uplift their community. So a pleasure and an honor to be here with everybody.
Great job, Mike. Appreciate having you here today.
Great job, Mike. And last but not least, Dawn, thank you for being here. And how was your time with us on Dr. Kirk's Heart of Influence?
Oh, it was definitely very interesting. Thank you so much for having me. I really do hope I get to come back because I was super hoping that Bella, I could ask you to be Stevie Wonder. That was my pitch. So
yeah, so definitely get with Dr. Kirk and tell him you want to come back.
That's right. So I'm gonna have to do my pitch to whoever else will listen offline for this. So thank you.
Oh, we got this.
I'd listen.
And you know what? Actually, it's funny you should say that. So there's a great segue coming up on how we can go about doing that. Dr. Kirk Adams, thank you once again for bringing forward this heart-centered group of humans. Dr. Kirk, please, sir, as a master, your final.
Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Unblinded team, for creating the space and giving me the opportunity to occupy it and to invite people that I think should know one another and be together for an hour doing great things in the world. And it is my favorite hour of my month. So thanks everyone for being here today. And thanks, Sean and Bella.
Thank you, Dr. Kirk Adams. And for everyone, I just much gratitude for you being here. And I would ask you this. It's your final day. How unacceptable or not would it be if those dreams, those visions, those things that you came on this show in your heart and your mind were not ultimately fulfilled? And that's up to you. For me, completely unacceptable. That's why I am spending my life in bringing compound influence with integrity forward in the world. And for all of you, we have a gift. So if there is that unacceptability, our gift is our group influence book. We also have the ability to come and meet some other people. But our gift, Dr. Kirk Adams, I don't even think Dr. Kirk knows this, has profoundly up-leveled in value. I mean, those are incredible values. But we've created actualized intelligence that brings forward what we did in the show with scoring systems, including scoring the show itself. So if you want to see the score of the show, see what your score was in the show, and you want to be able to do what Dawn said, go through an example and get feedback, and also then where to apply your influence with a detailed report from our actualized intelligence, Athena, like what to do with your influence. And then of course, there's Bolt that had to profoundly exponentially optimize your influence and see where you stand in the world. We have those tools now on a session for free. Our gift to you for being here. I think you'd have to be bananas if it's unacceptable for you not to fulfill your ultimate mission, not to receive those gifts, but that's up to you. Bella Rita, your final.
My final is, first of all, Dr. Kirk, phenomenal job. Appreciate your hard work of bringing all of these individuals together today. Definitely connect with each other because that is why you're here. And as Dawn said, to have that opportunity, to have that role play and actualize all the yeses that you're seeking, definitely take advantage of those gifts in the chat. And Sean, back to you.
Thank you. You're welcome. I'm addicted. dopamine. I want to know my score all
All
the
the
time.
time.
The number one thing I wanted to know yesterday after delivering with Mike Ruzio and all those people, I wanted my score.
Yeah.
I was so aggravated that Michael didn't feed it through Otter yet. And I was waiting all night to get my score back.
You are an athlete at the core.
Yes.
Need
So
that score.
If you want to know like where you stand, what your numbers are, with the superpower that makes everything in the world happen, then definitely receive this gift as our free gift to you. Final, and every show by saying this. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Dr. Kirk Adams and Jessica, for creating and making today happen. Of course, you, Belvrita, the magic you always bring. And I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain as to the possibilities for acceleration that sit right in front of all of us. They're so often right in front of our face, my hands in front of my face. And with those possibilities for acceleration sitting right there, Belvrita, unfortunately, sighted or not, at some level, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.